Hello, everybody. Welcome. Oh, I'm sideways. Hang on. There. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Thank you, everybody who just sat through my farmhand tutorial video. Hope you all found it very useful, and I hope many of you are using the script and getting a lot of good use out of it. I intend to be using it fairly soon in this world as well. Let's see who we got. So, Marcus, you were here first. You've got the #1 hat for now. Good luck with that. Engineered Coffee, good to see you. Chad, glad you can make it today. So, what are we going to do? I feel like I was just here yesterday, but actually it was 2 days ago. Wait, do I have food on me? No. Hang on. Give me all the what? Where's this inset connector at? I'm gonna have to go find that, because there's food somewhere. Oh, hold on. That was way too much food. Let's just put it back in the food processor for now. Put like 35 of those in there. All right. So, let's see what we got going on. All right, so here's what we've done. Hey, Eddie, welcome to the stream. Since the last stream, I did one minor little thing, which is that I redid... Look more orange out here than usual. I redid the ejectors in the back here, so you can see there's a lot more of them now. There's 6 more than there were before, and I've shut off the ones in the front. So when this thing is going mining, it should eject little guys out the back, and hopefully not directly into the hole. So I'm actually going to send this guy back out to get some more... What was he mining? Oh, iron. He was mining iron. We should be able to just go to apply. I should just be able to say continue job. And hopefully... Or is he charging? What's he doing? Oh, he's charging. Okay. Well, when he's charged up, he should hopefully go. Alright, so here's what I want to do today. Last time I was working on this holy farm here. And I want to finish up this room, but I also want to redo some of the side walls here, because I don't like how they turned out. I think they turned out okay from the inside, but from the outside they're really bland looking. So I'm going to redo some of that. I might have to drop this thing on the ground and do something with it, or just get the miner over here to move it somewhere else. But I'll think of something. I don't know that it's actually in the way at the moment, so... so what I want to do is... We have to do something with this front door, too. It's a little bland over here. Every time with the rain. Alright. My health... Oh, where's that inset connector? Why would there be food in an inset... Is it this thing? No, it's not that inset connector. Inset connector 2, it's one on a subgrid. It's not... Is it this one? It would be this one, right? Inset connector 2. It was 3, right? Wasn't it? I can't get into this one. I don't think I can get into it. I want to know where all this food is. It is this one. So, okay. So the problem there is that I installed a sorter to pull the everything but the... all the stuff out. I should probably just have it pull everything out, to be honest. I don't know why it's set specifically to ores, but pretty much anything that goes into this should just get sucked out of there. So why don't I just change that now? My health was a bit damaged because I should not eat that. No? Oh, I'm doing the quick cargo. My health was a bit damaged because when I was in here between streams redoing the stuff, I killed a spider, and then I had cooked and uncooked meat in my inventory, and I accidentally ate the raw insect meat, and I tell you, it was not so good. Not so good. Which sorter was this? This should be... I could have named it. I can't type. I left all of the typing mistakes in the farmhand tutorial. I left all of the typing mistakes in there. I never edited around any of the typing mistakes. because I'm just really bad at
Meteors
typing.
inbound.
So, meteors. Is my guy on over here? Yeah, you're on. Okay. You oughta... We ought to be good with meteors. Do we see any? I hear some. Where are they? Why am I floating away again? No, I guess that was it. Alright, there goes my miner. Now, if I go to here... if I... Oh, no, wait. I want this sorter to be blacklist nothing, right? For the miner, because I don't want to... I want to blacklist nothing. If I whitelist nothing, then nothing will go through it, right? Pretty sure that's how that works. So I should be able to put, like, these things in here, and they should go. Yeah. Okay, but not do that, though, because I want them. I need these. I need these back. That was a bad example. Actually, no, I'm gonna... Two of you, huh? Do I have enough ammo? I think I'm good. What am I backed up against here? Backed up against a wall. That's right. That's what you get. Now, don't eat that this time, Duke. Don't eat that. Don't eat the raw meat. Okay. Back to the... Here's what I wanted to do. I want to take these side ones and move them out one. I'm going to have to redo the... Are these going to fall down? I might redo them one at a time. What have I got? I want to do... Let's see. Now on the inside, do I want it to be slopey on the inside too? So what I'm going to do is basically take this and move it out by one. So it would look like this, and then this, and then this. So do I want, like... Let's see, I think I've got to do one of these, otherwise it's not gonna... Am I in creative? Wait a second. Oh, that's weird. Hang on. Another... Oh my god. That was from when I was trying something with spiders. I was trying not to die. Well, hang on. I should probably take like a penalty when I do that or something, right? I don't know why. I don't know why I bothered grinding them down and then putting them back. That was just a waste of time. That was not actually undoing anything that I just creatived in. So anyway, that's what I want to do. Something like that. And then take those down to the ground. And we'll go from there. I really got to get better at checking that I'm not leaving creative on when I come into the world to experiment with things. One of these days. And then I was thinking we take these straight to the ground so that we get... Oh, I need more steel plates. I require additional pylons. Didn't I have a cargo around here? I was in the middle of a thought, and I've already forgotten what the thought was. It probably had something to do with me cheating, but I don't remember what it was. You could take that. Alright. And then we could also change the colors of these too later. I think that will look a little bit better and give it a little bit more, like, feeling of structure. Can I do this one without... I don't think that'll be in the way. I didn't just do that on this side, did I? No, I don't think so. You guys should feel free to rib each other about whatever you want. As long as it's well-meaning and not, like... what's the word I'm looking for? Don't be mean. That's what I'm getting at. We should have, from that miner, we should have so much iron now. How much iron do we have? 133k, 109k, 55k. I should probably get the miner going on something other than iron. But we'll see. We'll see. Do I need more of that? How much steel plate do I have? Yeah, give me all the steel plate. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, this is better, because then we'll keep these supports here for historical purposes, but we will use these other supports as the main supports. Plus it gives the spiders a little something to crawl up on when they want to come in. They don't do well with the round things. Next time the miner comes back, we'll get him going on something else. I'll have to see what we're missing here. I mean, we're missing a lot of things, but what are we going to be needing? I wanted him going after cobalt for a bit there, but I think I may... Well, the sun is kind of out. Maybe I should go bring him back and do a run on some boulders and try not to get shot by rockets this time. Or whatever was going on. I do definitely want to get this place functional. That's my goal for today, is get this place functional and welded up and everything. And airtight to the best of my ability. We'll have to grab some ice probably. Hey, Rumblestrip, welcome. How's it going? I'm really glad that they fixed that local grid alignment bug, because that was bugging me. No pun intended. That thing where it would, since the Apex Survival update, the local grid alignment would actually split the grid instead of connecting the grids.
Energy critical.
Alright, fine. There we go. Probably eat a little snack while I'm here. It is nice having something other than kelp crisps to snack on, but I will say I'm getting a little bit tired of insect meat. We're going to have to start doing some farming so that I can combine this insect meat with some other stuff. Okay, it was raining when I went in there, wasn't it? That weather cleared up awfully fast. But that's good, because I'll want some clear weather to go and look for the plots that I need to finish. Okay, there we go. So that looks better. Nice little stilt building. Alright, so we'll put some floor in, and as long as this guy is up here dropping stones... Oh yeah, we should have probably been checking on that. Yes, look. Not a single stone going in the hole. Beautiful. So we actually may have picked up some nickel. Did we pick up nickel? Let's see, we got a bunch of stone and iron. Is this nickel? This is nickel right here. How do we... How did we miss that? The miner. Or did it... Actually, it might have gotten that on the last trip. So this hole is really no good. Alright, I'm going to take it back. We're going to tell it... stop and fly to home position so we could drop off the iron that we have. And then we'll go boulder hunting. If we could get a couple of... if we could get a couple of boulders of just some rarer things, then we could set this thing going back to, like, digging silver and cobalt and stuff like that. We don't really need a lot of silver. We will need cobalt, and we're going to need some gold, probably, at some point. Just making a big mess of this planet. Nope, that's it. We're out of stone. One of the difficult parts about designing this bottom piece for this ship was keeping it so that it could still dock, and I had to make it so that the ejector stuck out one in the back. There's a weird... It was hard to make this work. Like, I thought about shifting the whole thing forward by one so that it, you know, like the drills fit perfectly with the top, but then it's like, then the large thrusters on top would be burning through. There's a whole lot of issues with it. So, all right, I'm not going to wait for it to charge up. We're still at 88%. So let's see. Okay. Last time we did go around this way when we were in the mongoose, or the, no, what was the thing called? The mongoose is from Halo. The roach. We went around this way and we saw a bunch of boulders, like this one, for example. What are you? Iron. Well, that's fine, I guess. We don't really need iron. Let's see, there's a couple of ore patches over here. We could just check out what they are. Nickel and iron and cobalt. Okay. What's this boulder over here? Nickel. Okay. Nickel's good. What's this boulder? Magnesium. That's a very good thing. Let's eat this entire boulder. And there's some platinum underground here, too. Alright, let me see. What have we got on my drills? Let's just turn this on. Okay, we'll just try to eat this entire boulder before somebody launches a ship at us. We'll see how much magnesium we can hold. Get into this view here. There we go. We'll just go right down. Hey, Ire, how's it going? Glad you were able to reschedule your stream for tomorrow and that it wasn't like a complete loss. But hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I thought the premiere went good, although I don't know about you guys. I did see there was one spot where it looked like the audio was not synced up to my face, which is not a thing that I'd had to deal with before, but I swear it was when I first previewed it on YouTube. But it could have just been my audio being... I don't know if anybody else noticed that. I will get better at that. But other than that, I think it was good. People seem to like it. It's a good script, I think. I think it turned out well. See if there's any more. Oh, there's plenty more. Maybe it was just me. You know, like how I criticize my own work more than... I mean, I've also seen the video like 100 times. You know. So it's entirely possible that I noticed it, like, only because I'm, like, looking at the individual frames and no one else cares. So. Alright. We seem to have lost our magnesium marker, so I think that one is done. Let's see. Let's head over this way. There's a boulder. It is nickel again. Well, I guess we could get some nickel. Why not? Well, thank you, Ira. I appreciate that. As you are well aware, but I will say for everybody else if you don't know, leaving the comments on the videos really does help with the ye olde algorithm in recommending the videos to other people. So if you, for any of us who post, like I don't post a lot of actual videos, you know, I've got like 3, but you know, people like Ire and Rev and Engineer Coffee who post a lot of videos in addition to streams. They the comments, just leaving a comment, any sort of comment is helpful for the algorithm. It shows that people care. You could even say, I hate this video, and for some reason that's good. Yeah. You know, and the thing is, I could turn on the face camera right now if I wanted to, but I don't. I don't feel like it. I've had too many Thanksgivings in too short of a time to be going on camera at this exact moment. We had Thanksgiving at my father-in-law's on Thanksgiving. And then today, one of my high school friends was like, yeah, if you guys want to join us for, you know, Thanksgiving dinner at our house, you know, feel free. And we were like, oh, yeah, sure, we'll go. They were thinking it was going to be like some sort of a small thing, but they had like 30 family members there, and their house was just packed, and it was actually a lot of fun. Because like I said, I went to high school with these guys, and like I grew up with like most of their family, and I think I just destroyed that nickel because I wasn't paying attention to how full I am. But it is always weird getting a face to the voice, especially if the voice doesn't match the face. I don't know how well you all thought my voice matches my face. I could try and change either one, but probably not going to put a whole lot of effort into doing so. Alright, now is this thing going to stop before it smashes into things? Oh, I could just tell it to go home, can't I? Let's see, I should be able to just say fly to home position, and it should go forward until it gets to the intersects with the path, and then follows the path home. The other thing that was weird is, so like the camera, I've tuned the lighting in my office, and I have a custom LUT that I've put on the camera and everything, and I did that a long time ago, but it's all tuned for me streaming at night when it's like pretty much dark everywhere except where I'm sitting. And so I recorded that video during the day where there was like natural light in the house, and so all the colors look off and everything. So, but I didn't realize that until after I recorded it, and then I said, no one's gonna know. Who's gonna tell them? And here we are. Oh, I should have looked. How much stuff do we even get? Let's see. There's nickel in the cockpit. That's a good sign. There is grain seeds in a connector somewhere. We'll probably get those out of there. Okay, good. We got a good amount of magnesium. Okay. I will tell everybody all the embarrassing secrets about myself, which is another secret that I should probably just keep to myself. Alright, should we go looking for more boulders, or should we work on this building a little bit? I think we should work on this building a little bit. Then maybe we'll go boulder hunting again right before dark. Alright, we need some floor. Some floor. Where will we put floor in here? Floor. Floor center. Yeah, right? Yeah. The Great Stone migration. Do I still have interior plate? I got enough. Alright, what do we want? I didn't even realize floor came in small grid. Huh. Well, you smarties all probably knew that. I thought it was only large grid. Alright, what do we want the floor in here to look like? It's gonna, like, we could maybe do... We're gonna have that in the middle. We could do some stuff like this around the... Maybe that kind of thing around the, irrigation. I don't know, it kind of looks like vents on the floor then. Then we could probably just switch over to the... Oh, it's the floor center. Where's the floor edge? Then we could just switch over to, like, this. Ooh, wait a minute. No, that's going to go around. I love working with these floor pieces. I would spend way too much time working on these floor pieces. Let's see. We're going to want... I'm going to want it to go... Probably like this. I'll put another one there. I feel like we're getting some weather happening in here. We are. Go there, and then... There. There. Now, along this outer edge, we could just do... we could just do a strip there, or we could just make it regular floor. I think we'll just do a strip like this. We'll just keep it along the outer edge like this. I don't know what to do at the end yet. We'll figure that out later. Because I've got extra multi-tools hanging off the end there, so... Alright. Alright, hopefully that stuff's done. Almost. So you're going to attempt to land on the iron asteroid and walk/build the asteroid base and not... Oh, man. That's going to be... How are you going to do that? I realize Chad has already asked you that, but how are you planning to do that? With no jetpack, just... Man. Alright, I hope... let's see. I hope I'm going to be able to catch your stream tomorrow. My son's got 2 soccer games tomorrow, but also we're having the massive snowstorm up north tomorrow, so should be home. I should be home in time. Could just be inside, snowed in, watching Ire streaming. What might be the most terrifying thing he's ever streamed. Building on an asteroid with no jetpack. See, this is why when I did my no jetpack stream Outpost 52, I did it differently. I did it the wussy way. You know, I did the where technically there is a jetpack. Actually, I don't know if this is how you're doing it or not now that I think about it. But I had it was just a very, very weak jetpack that didn't work in planetary gravity. But if I went up to space, I could still maneuver around. But I assumed yours was completely no jetpack whatsoever. Yeah, we're probably going to want to patch that hole. I should probably get... You know, so, Izzy, is no longer making scripts for Space Engineers. And, oh, did I put all this stuff? Yeah, I did. And so, like, the, Izzy's inventory manager is not getting updated anymore. I know that Iron, Marcus, and others, you guys have started using other things uh, like the quota and the sorting mods and stuff. But there's another script from someone who used to work with Izzy on scripts. That's like the goat sorter script or something like that. And I subscribe to it, and I am curious if it's any good. So I might try it, but I'm not going to try it today because I have no idea how it works. Let's see. I'm just going to fill this in with. Oh, am I out of steel plate? Goat. The Goat Inventory Manager. Have you used it, Marcus? Or anybody? Make me 1,000 things. Except the refinery management? Well, what does it not do it, or does it do it poorly? I could manage the refinery if I needed to. That's not the worst. Oh, there's a thing there. Cool. Okay, so that's there. So now we've got floor and everything. Now this is not supposed to be the end of the building, but the problem is we've got this thing stuck here. So I think I need to bring the miner. We need to come up with another place to park that thing. You know, actually, for the time being, since this is really kind of just like a temporary thing, let's put a mag plate on the side here, and we'll just park it. We'll just park it here. Just put it like right there. Give it to me. What do you mean you can't? It's 3. Oh, it's. Never mind. Here. There we go. Ah, just punched my microphone. That hurt. Okay, so you can use the. Oh, so it does manage them. It just does it poorly, but you can tell it basically not to do it. Okay. Oh, I love Wall-E so much. Is Apollo old enough to get it, like to enjoy it? I assume not, other than the like the just the spectacle of it. But I love that movie. All right, we're going to, let's see. I want to disconnect. We're going to drop this thing off. Right. Let's see. I want to kind of give it a little bit of room here. Give myself some room. What do we need to do? We need to unlock, back it up. Up we go. Go get the other one. Now it moves really fast because there's got no weight on it. Nope, this one. All on. Oops. My bad. Line it up. Get it in there. And there we go. And then we're locked. And then let me disconnect this, and we'll actually just get it out of here. There we go. Now we're back to Tunnel Miner. Yep, I think I just bonked the bottom of it. This one locked. And there we go. Back to normal. I really should get around to putting it onto the workshop, including I think we're up to 5 different attachments now for it. We've got the atmospheric version and the space version. I would have to replace these with the vanilla drills because I would put it up with. I guess I did build it with a bunch of DLC. I'd have to probably strip all the DLC engines and stuff out of there. I don't know if there's any other. Oh, the cockpit is DLC. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's probably fine. Whatever. Better than nothing. I guess most of you guys have all the DLC anyway, but I feel weird putting stuff up that's like unnecessary. Like the cockpit is one thing, but like the drills, that's like unnecessary DLC, and the engines is unnecessary DLC. But I do think that these particular engines kind of make the look of it, and I would hate to have to put it up and be like, okay, take all the engines off and put on the ones you like and everything. But at the same time, I guess I could put up 2 versions. It seems like a lot. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do, is just put it up. I would have to tag them. But, oh. Well, thank you, turret, that finally did something. Where did you go? Where are you? Where'd you die at? So you would have had to have been far enough away that I could see you. Were you over here? Oh. Are you hiding? Are you hiding from it? Oh, you're just... Oh, God. Hello. Oh, God. Nope. Nope. Bad. Gotta stop doing that. Backing right into the thing. Oh. I guess this is a load where I don't take radiation damage. Every other time I load this world, I either take or don't take radiation damage. That's always fun. Oh, I guess I filled up the base cargo with, have I filled up the base cargo with, not entirely. Let's see, you are, oh, maybe I have. It is entirely, no. What, why are we... Oh, no, it's... Okay, never mind. It's just... That's where I pushed it to. That's fine. Let's move it into the base, just so that it's not sitting out here. We could just move that to... the Titan cargo of ores and ingots. There we go. Actually, let's... Ores and ingots. You're a refinery. You're a refinery. Okay. Do we have ingots sitting anywhere besides the assembler? That's probably not ideal, huh? Got ammo in the connector. That's not there. Let's put you there, I guess. Get all this out of the connector. Yeah, okay, cool. I believe there is a mod to make a giant... There is a giant spider mod. It's probably from Chipsticks. I don't remember. I don't know if it's 10 times bigger, but it is significantly larger. I saw it show up on some random person's stream the other day. I don't even remember who I was watching. I remember way back in the day, Splitsy and Catback used it on one of theirs, but that wasn't what I was watching. It was like a short that showed up. It was pretty cool. It's always fun when the gigantic spider shows up. That wasn't one of you guys', right? You guys'? I'm taking a drink of water, and I'm so off my game. I got up early for Black Friday shopping today, because me and the kids do Black Friday shopping. So I'm a little bit tired. I've been up for quite a while. So anyway, I'm taking a drink of water here to stay hydrated. It's very important. If you're enjoying the stream, please consider putting a like on the stream. If you enjoy the Farmhand mod, consider putting a like on the stream. If you would like to get notified when I go live, please subscribe. Black Friday is not what it used to be. It is not a crazy trample holiday anymore, at least not the places we go to. It used to be. I used to do it with my dad as a kid. That was our tradition. We would go to Micro Center, and then we would go to Fry's every year. And that was always an experience But this is that now it's like nothing. We went to GameStop first, and it was a Pokemon drop day for some sort of a set thing. No lie, and there were like two other people there. We walked right in. They bought some Pokemon cards. And that was it. And then we walked over to Target. The line had already gone in. We just casually walked around and bought some stuff on sale. There's like literally nothing. The only thing is that it's just early. That's all. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're not a crowd person, there are people there. I cannot deny that. I'm gonna need more construction points. Why do I have a motor? This game gaslights me sometimes because it gives me just wind up with random things in my pockets. And like, was I trying to build something, or did I grind something, or what's the deal? Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay, so now we got to figure out what we're doing with this back wall. And I think the intention was that we would seal up this room, and then the next room would be something else. So. Let's take out the floor here so we can put actual floor in instead of armor. Now I got to think about what the... Oop, nope. Oh, you are. Yeah. Then I got to think about what the roof looks like here. And it would probably be a good idea to get the miner out on some other job. Maybe I should just do that real quick. Why am I walking so much? What should we go... What should we have the miner go out and do? I guess we could... let's see, that was silver and cobalt. Why don't we have it mining for cobalt? And, we will... Oops. Off. Is that a spider? Oh, it is. Oh, you guys picked the wrong neighborhood, huh? Especially now that I got magnesium. When you pop up this far away, you're going to get... that turret doesn't have a whole lot of range. Yeah, I tell you, for Black Friday shopping, like, I honestly kind of liked the crazy aspect of it. I mean, we would get to Micro Center. Micro Center was kind of more of a unique experience because the Micro Center by us, we would get there really early. We would eat at the Dunkin' Donuts across the street. We'd wait till there was about, like, I don't know, 45 minutes till it opened, and then we'd mosey on over, get in the line, and what they would do is they would hand out sale papers, and then they would be like, what are you here for? And they would just go down the line, and so you would say, like, I'm here for this, and they'd give you a voucher for that. And then you would just go in and go up to the counter and be like, yeah, here's my voucher, I'm here for the thing. So the earlier, the closer you were to the front of the line, you were kind of guaranteed to get the thing. But then they also had, like, coffee and donuts and stuff that they would give out to people, and it was a very nice experience. And then we would go over to Fry's, and by that point, Fry's was kind of... I mean, Fry's was still very busy, because they had, like... If you had to imagine, this would be, like, probably an hour or more after they first opened. They would have 76 registers open, and it would still take, like, an hour of waiting in line to check out. So, a lot of people. It's nothing like that anymore. You could do all your shopping online. I completely forgot what I was doing again. We were going to go figure out cobalt. But first, we were going to go get some oxygen. Oh, no, I'm good. Okay, yeah, let's go get cobalt. We need to record path. And we're just going to fly over to right over here where the cobalt was. We're going to start a new hole. See if we could maybe get cobalt more. over... maybe not. And now I'm flying a weird path that's not gonna... You know, maybe I'm gonna go to a different cobalt hole that's not so deep. Or, actually, maybe I'm just going to stop recording and go look for a boulder. Let's go boulder hunting again. Which way did we go last time? We went that way. Let's go off this way. Timmy Dean is here. Welcome to the stream. What was over here? This was nickel and iron. That's right. Oh, and there's cobalt right over here, too. How deep is the cobalt here? It is slightly less deep. I feel like we could grab that, and we'll probably still grab some nickel and iron, too. So, that'd be good. I think maybe what we'll do is just have it excavate, like, we'll just keep it working on excavating this entire area. And, oh, you know what? We can't do that. I have to go back. I have to fly a path over here. Let's see, I should be able to tell it to dock me back up, right? Fly to home position. Please don't smash into it. I don't know why we always dock crooked. I'm gonna fix that here. What did it just warn me of? Oh, oh, oh. There we go. Good thing we landed on the drills. I think for some reason the battery switch didn't work. Why are not all of the thrusters turning on? They didn't take damage, did they? Yeah, they did, apparently. Okay. Well, it would seem... Okay, I don't know which ones are damaged. They're not smoking. Why am I not seeing which thrusters are damaged? They're downward thrusters, so they'd have to be... Or did I, when I built this, did I not build all of the thrusters? Or something? This thing doesn't have a lot of downward thrusters. Like, what's the... oh, wait, maybe it means the top ones? Yeah, there we go, it's the top ones. Oh, they're functional, though. It's the ones pointing. The ones that push down, not the ones that are... oh yeah, some of them are non-functional. That's weird, though. That shouldn't... whatever. Don't know how that would have happened. It's one of those weird, like... We, oh, look at that, too. Oh, I wonder if that happened when I bounced up and hit the... I bet that happened when I bounced up and hit the connector. Yeah, look at all these are full of damage. Alright. Well, at least nothing important back here broke. Okay. Yep. Need... construction. Oh, and the antenna broke. Okay, you're good. Man, the damage really traveled. Wow. Okay, that seems like maybe I did that damage over multiple hits, and not just that one time. I have not posted any versions of the Go-Getter because I am, uh, I would probably just describe it as lazy. Alright, all I wanted to do was rotate this thing slightly so that it was, like, lined up with the square connector here. Okay. That's all.
Ship fuel low.
Now, why is it saying ship fuel low? Because it is connected to the base. And the base has power. Are we, like... Is the base running low on battery power or something? Your batteries are set to recharge. Your batteries are nearly dead. Okay. So we've also we also seem to have overwhelmed our single wind turbine here, so we might have to build another wind turbine. There's always some new project, right? Now, of course, I'm not being selfish. I'm just being lazy. I would definitely love to post it because there's 2 versions of it, plus 6 different multi-tool connections. Though I don't know that the quarry miner actually would work with the... I think the quarry and tunnel miner attachment would potentially not work with the space version, just because it's shaped differently. Alright, let's see. We're going to need more power. Do we want to go with another wind turbine or a solar tower? Oh, I should probably also, while I'm around... It shouldn't take me long to build another tower just because we have so much iron now, and that was not enough. There we go. There we go. Want to get that in the middle? I was really hoping that one of the new round blocks would kind of work in the middle there, but it doesn't. I mean, you could actually put one of these columns in there and it would work just as well, but... let's see. What should we do with... Okay, so... we could probably put one off of this side, and it would be far enough away. I think that's what we'll do. We'll put one... Let's see. We're going to want to go out. That's going to be this wall. So this is going to be like the outside wall, basically. Really? Of the room, the outside wall of the room. But we can then make the next piece of the building look however we want. And we'll have some sort of airlock going in between. So that means we could do... we could do either... Okay, so this is going to be a half block there. I say we do it here, in between, because we'll probably have airlock going on here, and there won't be any window or anything. So what I'm going to do is grab some of these new round blocks. What are they called? They are called round blocks, aren't they? Where's the group? Here we go. Let's go. I think it... Do I want to go... Do I want to go right here? Or do I want to go one more? I think I'm going to go right here, because I know it'll fit, so we're going to do it. I should probably pick some new colors for things. Did I not put it in the on the toolbar? Or am I just... Toolbar. Alright, and I need interior plate. So many things to do. And I was going to send the miner out to do stuff, and I completely forgot about that. I have so much stuff on the stack right now. You know? It's, when you're programming, you put things on the stack. And then you pop things off the stack.
Health low.
Seriously? That's yet another thing to add to the stack. When you're programming, you put things on the stack, then you pop things off the stack, and then if you put too many things on the stack, you have to pop them back off one at a time. All right, then we're going to go boop, 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 boop. I'm going to try and match this one. That seem right? So if this is our height here, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then if this is the height of the roof, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Alright, and we'll throw our thing there. And then, well, what block is that? There we go. What? Oh, there we go. That was weird. I was trying to use the SE2 keybinds, and it was just making me move, even though I was holding shift down. Alright, then we need some wind. Some turbs. What happened? Sorry, I was typing while reading chat, and that was not a good idea. I haven't hit the Stack Overflow yet. Give it time. Give it time. I don't know how big the stack is at the moment. The capacity. Alright. Let's see how much of this we could just weld up. Yeah, not much. Okay. What do I have on me? Bunch of steel plate? Okay. Alright, so we'll get this built really quick. And then we'll get the miner going on the cobalt. The sun's going to go down soon, so we're not going to do another... I hate how it deposits the food. They need to fix that. We're not going to do another boulder run today. We'll just do the... We'll just set it up on that cobalt. Just to have it doing something. We don't really need stuff at the moment. But... There we go. This should already be pretty decent on the power front. All right. Uh-huh. We should probably make a second assembler at some point, too. I think that might have been the sound of the miner coming back on. Yes. Oh. Yeah, it is. I should go into the... Let me finish welding this up, and then I'm going to go and grab food from inside. Or not. Oh, did I just open the helmet? I did. I should just turn off that ability. Because I'm already running low on health. Let's actually take the stuff I came here for. Alright, almost done.
Health low.
I know, but it was going up, so.
Energy low.
Alright, one crisis at a time, alright? I like how well these things work together. It'll look good. Although I don't know that I really needed it. Could have probably done the round ones there, but that's okay. It's fine. Alright, let's just go inside and do all the stuff. Cooked meat should be a meal, I feel. But yeah, I get what they're doing. I gotta make some meals. Alright. I'm also gonna have to check and make sure I'm not gonna run out of oxygen. Not like we don't have a massive ice lake right next to me, but... Alright. Record path and set home. Disconnect. And we're going to do kind of the same thing as last time. We're going to go out and then make a wide swing around the base so that we don't hit it on the way in. Then we're going to fly over to the holes over here, which should have cobalt. There it is. Alright, please stop. Thank you. And then stop recording path, set up mining job. Guess we will just face this direction. That should be fine. So we're going to probably want to do a whole bunch of this area. Thank you, Shadow, for helping with that. Alright, so we probably want... If I were to just leave it going in this area to get the cobalt and the nickel and iron, we could do a... That's perfect, I think. Maybe a little lower. A little higher. I don't want the drills to hit the ground. Okay, inside. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. That one. Alright, I want the width to be a little bit wider. Then maybe a little... Yeah, okay. And then we can update the height of this thing to be a little bit bigger, and we can kind of back up a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to tell it this time to just do a min depth of 36. That should definitely hit the cobalt. And start in the center this time. Alright, we'll start a new job here. And hopefully we will get some cobalt eventually. And probably a bunch of iron and nickel in the meantime. So, let's finish this up. We need more floor here. That can just be sealed over, I think. Let's just put anything in there. I'm going to need some parts. I don't have any parts. Because we're going to armor up underneath it, so... Look at that. What is that rumbling noise outside? Don't like the sound of that. Is that the sound of that thing from here? Possibly. Alright, give me a bunch of that, and then fill me up on that. Alright, this is it. We're going to finish this place up, and... There we go. So I don't really care what this is. I just want something cheap under there.
Meteors inbound.
Alright. Are we going to take meteor damage? Now that oh, it's raining again, too. Oh, please don't shoot. Please don't shoot my towers. I should probably tell it to make more ammo. That's concerning. Okay. Alright, that was close. Alright. Well, nobody died that time. So that's good. Alright, I welded both of those up. Let's see. We were gonna run conveyor along the bottom. Okay, we'll continue with that plan for later. For the next building. Alright, then we need some floor here. Floor. And we're gonna go around the corner. And around the corner. Now, right here is probably going to be leading into an airlock. How will we do that? I guess it would be a temporary airlock, too, because once I actually build the next building entirely, we won't need the airlock. I hope it's not dumping those directly back into the hole again. Whatever. We could just do it like this. We'll just... There we go. Let's do it like this. And then this can just be floor, center. Oh yeah, here, let's do that. That'll be cool. Alright, let's see how much of this we could just build with what I got on. Probably going to want to put some sort of a turret on top and bottom of this building. Yeah, it was probably focused on the farther ones because we installed that defensive controller. So it targeted the really far away ones and then was busy trying to hit them while the other ones were getting closer. So that's fun. The only reason I'm building this base on stilts instead of directly on the ground is entirely because every time I build buildings on the ground, when there's a world with spiders, they just end up glitched into the floor. And I am doing this entirely to avoid that. Which I really don't like whenever I do like my building is affected by the glitches of the game. But I don't feel like dealing with it, so. Alright, what is the roof in here going to look like? Because it's raining a lot, and we're going to need some roof. We're also going to need to figure out how we're going to pipe, or where we're going to pipe the... I guess I should get that back wall set up first, though. Where we're going to pipe, like, the vent and stuff like that. Where was that? There we go. Alright, and then we need... yep, we need half armor. It's going down here, next to this thing. I can't really change it between modes, but I guess I would just leave it at a shorter range to prevent it from shooting way too far away. I'd wanted to make sure that it was protecting this building, though, until I get around to putting stuff to defend this building. Okay. So, let's do... Door. Where is door? Where are you, door? Are you already in here? Let's do the same door. Let's just do, because we're going between, essentially between two rooms, so we could just go like that for now. That'll be fine. I am going to want to get some cargo going inside that room. Oh, that's a good question. Actually, let's take a look at the defensive block. What does it allow? Oh, we were going to switch this back to weapons based on something Chad said in the comments. I do not see anything about distance. So what we could do is take the turret that's on the top, which is the main one, and just cut its range. Although its range doesn't matter if it is the defensive block taking over, then this range wouldn't matter, right? Yeah, I think the offensive block has options for how it chooses target, but defensive is more about leaving, mostly. I could add an offensive block too. Maybe that'll give us some more options. But later. For the time being, it's fine. Most likely what's going to happen is I'm going to run out of ammo and forget to make more. So, alright, so what do we want this to look like interiorly? We could take this same, we could take the same, like, kind of arch over the top where these supports are, and then do glass in between, and then maybe like a center arch. We could do more of a curvy dome.
Energy low.
Across the top. Oh, I don't have my guy here to charge it. Okay. Go over here while I'm thinking about it. Alright, even though I'm already pretty much charged up, I am going to take a drink of water and ask everybody to go ahead and please like the stream if you are liking the stream. And consider subscribing if you'd like to get notified when I go live. Okay, good. I could mute while I'm drinking too if you don't want to hear the drinking sounds. So I don't know how well the mic takes care of that. Alright. Oh, we're gonna have to make the front look better too. It looks too, I don't know, like a pig snout. I don't know. Let's see. So if we did, we could just go straight across. I'm not planning on building any auto harvesters in here. And if I did, I'd probably just hang them directly from the ceiling and not have them moving around. But in case I did, we could make the roof one taller. Like we could go up one. Let's prototype since we got nothing better to do for the moment. We could go like this. And then have roof across. Let's see, can I do this here? No, but we'd have to do the larger. This one we could do. Or Or we just do this guy like that, and then our roof could go up there, and we could take the glass along that, and then just straight across. So up here we would go, we do this and then do half blocks across to there. I think what we would have to do then essentially is not, I wouldn't want to put a turret directly on the roof of this building, because if we're ever like attacked by something, wow, those are close. Where are they? They're there. Tug drones, huh? So apparently things can sneak up on me. And are those things crashing? I suspect they may have spawned in gravity and are about to crash. And yeah. Oh man, I wish I had my binoculars out. Well, sorry guys. Oh, you're gonna, oh. Please do not engage defensive protocols against me. I had nothing to do with this. Well, anyway, yeah, you guys figured out where I was going with that thought. Let's see, let's get rid of all these extra things that I don't need to see because they're clouding up my screen here. I don't want to put one directly on top. I would put one off to the side so that at least they would be shooting at, I mean, yeah, they might be targeting power and that's fine, but the power is high up. And I just wouldn't want them to miss and hit the glass and just, like, kill the whole farm. You know? So, we'll probably end up doing that. I'll make some platforms off to the side or something. That'll probably be the best way to go. Yeah. Okay, let's go with this. Let's go with this design. If I decide later that I don't like it, then that's fine, too. What do we need to start with? We need you. Am I gonna want that for the edge as well? Or am I gonna want to do something different on the front here? We'll leave it for now. We'll come back to it. We need you here though. Okay. Okay. And then the good news is that I can hang some lights on the inside too, although the farms will make lights. Once I get farmhand going, they're going to make weird lights. So I'm going to want some additional lights beyond those corner lights there. Alright, so then the rest of this is just going to follow the path of that with glass. Let's weld this all up. Let's see, I could maybe make this middle one, I could maybe make these some beams instead. That would still, what is the air tightness of a beam? Hang on a second. Of this kind of beam. It's not. Never mind. Okay. Okay. Never mind, we're going to stick with what we got. I'm going to put some troffer. Are they troffer lights or trofer lights? Someone explain to me how these are pronounced. And then I'm going to go back and correct my farmhand video because I may have said them wrong in the video. Yeah. The O is like, yeah, so I did say it slightly wrong. I'm sure you all noticed and you're all very upset with me. Because I was saying trofer lights. Troffer lights. And we're out of steel plate. Where did I get these thruster components from? Where did I get these thruster components from? Did I start with them? Were they left over from something? Can't remember. I know I made a bunch of that. No, I didn't make a bunch of them. Or something. I don't need thruster. Oh, did we take out? We might have taken out a... Honestly, I have no idea where those came from. Oh, I have gravel Gatling ammo. I forgot I put that mod in. That would be a much cheaper way to make ammunition, but we do have a ton of magnesium now anyway, so Gatling ammo box. Let's just make a couple more boxes of those while we're here. Portmanteau of trough and coffer. That makes sense then, that they're pronounced troffer. What did I come in here for, you guys? Was it steel plate? It was steel plate. I'll have to figure out how that goat inventory manager works before the next stream. Alright, now we're gonna need some girders. Gird yourselves and your loins. We're gonna get some girders, which I probably don't have many of. Don't have any of. I honestly don't know where I got the thruster components from. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering if were they somehow left over in the inventory from when I bookmarked it in, because I built it in creative. I actually have no idea where they came from. I don't think I've... Oh, wait, no, I do know where they came from. I know where they came from. That pirate drone that crashed on the lake that I went and salvaged. That's right. It crashed because it had ions. Yeah. No, I don't think well, maybe I did misclick and order them up. I don't know, but order up more. But that's where they originally came from. 800 seems like a lot for a small grid ship, though. But that's definitely where some of them came from, at least. Everybody go back and rewatch the whole series and tell me where everything came from. Do I want like a center column? I think I probably want a center column here of these. Because then I have the right amount of lights, or I'm sorry, windows on each side. And I've got something to hang my troffers from. I'm definitely hanging troffers. Can't not hang troffers. If I'm paying $5 American for troffer lights, I'm going to put them up. Where did I put the windows in here? No. What else have I put on the stack that I have now forgotten about? I feel like there's something else I probably needed to do. Were we making the windows a different color?
Energy low.
Oh, the energy is low. Well, that's just because I got up early today. Alright. Alright, I think we're looking good here. No, I don't think I can. I think they're facing the wrong direction. Because they would have to, they would be... I can stick half-block ones on the underside of this, which was my plan. Basically, to put half-blockers on the underside. I don't think there's a half-block where it's the, you know, like it would be facing down, like the half-block one would be facing up from here, but I will check after I get all these windows in and charge myself up. I would totally believe you if you said that there was. And if you are correct, which I think more often than not you have been, then I will definitely consider using them. So yeah, that's me being extremely non-committal about the whole situation. But yeah, no, we'll go check in a minute. Actually, we're going to check right now while I'm waiting for stuff to... Tophers. Alright. Oh, yeah, okay, fine. There's 3 different ones. Okay, you got me again. You got me again. Do I want those to be the roof? Or not? Yeah, heck, why not? Are these in the light group? Yes, okay. Alright, fine. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. It's like Christmas every time I ask Ira if a block exists, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist. He like wills it into existence. What if I told you everything you wanted was real? And Chad, you helped too, yes. Oh, come on. Okay, good. Alright, then we'll take these out in a moment. As soon as I get all these welded up. Ah! Did I get the right ones? Yes. Missed. Man, that's pretty good. I'm glad you got those connections where you could just make these blocks appear instantly to make me look like a gosh darn fool. No, I'm kidding. But honestly, if you could, that would be really cool. I would totally look the fool, specifically if I could be like, man, I wish this one block existed, and then you were just like, Eric, can you Duke wants it, and the thing, and then they just like showed up in the game, like Steam kicks off an update real quick. Have I seen the new conduits? I have seen the new conduits, and I should probably update the inside of the ship because it's asymmetric due to the previous lack of symmetrical conduits. What do you mean? Oh yeah, we're still waiting on the thing. Oh, half-block connectors. That would be so nice. Did I not... Wait, did I not pull it out? Was I not paying attention because I was drooling over half-block connectors? Am I out of silicon? I don't suppose anybody's dumping stone anywhere right now. Just go grab a little bit. Just enough to get my silicon built. Or my glass. Yep. Whop. We're gonna have to go and get you could do it. Oh no, you can't do it because the refinery is probably busy. Yeah, where's that stone? That's not gonna be nearly enough stone. Not enough stone to get what I... no, it might be. I'm sorry to hear that, Rev. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, they say that if you like stone in this game, you should set it free. And if it likes you, it will return. It will roll back. Alright, I don't feel... Oh, wait. Wait. We have a... Yes, we have a Deus Ex drilling over here. What does that mean? God from the drill? Yeah, we got some drills. We could just grab a little bit of stone again. I was going to take this down. I'm glad I didn't. Maybe we could just get a wee bit from... Where are we going to go with this thing? Let's go out this way a little bit. Ah, you got the hat. And you didn't even have to pay for it this time. Alright, drills. Make my glass. Then I guess we're going to have to find some silicon and get that going, because there's no silicon over there. We're going to very quickly be silicon starved. A silicon boulder would be nice to find. You know, I haven't seen any spiders in a while. This thing's not on ground clearing mode, right? No, I don't think it would be. No. Ah, gee, oh, hey. Hey now, come on. Listen, I am not paying attention. Yeah, go get drilled. I'm gonna need to grab some ammo, aren't I? Oh god, no, don't kill me. Thank you, ship. Always thank the ship. You never know when the ship is gonna try to shoot you. There we go. Alright, sit tight a second. I'm gonna have to take... might have to redo one of the... Where's all the stone going? Where is a refinery? And some cobalt just showed up, which means the miner just came back. Which means that our refineries are getting awfully full here. So, grills, we'll just turn you off for now. We should be able to make some stone, a little bit of stone. Hopefully that should be enough for me to finish the farm. And then we could, we'll figure out the silicon situation later. Okay. That was it. Now the farm's done. Alright, let's put, I don't think anything should fall down. We do this. We're going to go just these two, or four rather. Does that look like it shook loose, but is somehow stuck here? Okay. I think I'd already selected it. Which way is the correct way? There we go. That way. Ah, good. Okay, that doesn't look bad. I was afraid that the backside was going to look weird. But no, it looks good. Oh, now the ammo thrusters are showing up. Hang on. Were they, out of curiosity, were those broken ammo thrusters? I don't know which ones they were. Let's just do this. Were they not showing up on the HUD because they were damaged? Is that how that works? Because that's funny if true. Alright, let's see what it looks like down in here. Alright, yeah, we could change this up a little bit. It looks a little gloomy at the moment, but we'll make the lights better. But yeah, this is looking good. We got our farm plots set up here. Oh, you know what I should have done was just thrown a programmable block for farmhand, just like in one of the spots underneath there. Or I could just stick it in the wall over here, since this is going to be just like wall. Yeah, we'll figure something out for it. Okay. So, before I do the wall, we got to figure out how we're getting the air vent in here. What's going to be the best way to do that? We could... let's see, if we take one of these and slice it, we could put it, because there's a conveyor, I think, right underneath here. Or we could just put it, well, if we put it right there, then the outside would be hidden by that. That's probably the best way to do it. It should, if I took this out and replaced it with this, and then we put a vent like right there, it should blow into the room, right? Yeah, that's probably gonna look bad. Let's not do that. Where will we put the vent? We could put the vent there, and I could just, like, armor on the outside. Or... yeah, it's not really going to work up into the roof. There's no way that's happening at this point. Let's see. What was your favorite block ever? Use the vent to fill up at the top of what? At the top of one end of what? I mean, I could put it in this block right here, but then it would kind of, we'd have the yellow, and I don't want the yellow. I don't want the yellow. What's going to be on top of that? Probably, here, okay, question for you all. So, the way this is set up, there's a sorter underneath here that will only allow ice to come through into these. Will oxygen also pass through? And I can't remember, because I know they changed it at one point. Now I can't remember which one is the new version and which one is the old one. Does gas pass through or not nowadays? I forget. Because I could put that there if oxygen could pass through the sorter that is limiting, that's whitelisting only ice. Or I could just put a I guess I could just put an O2 gen inside of this grid. Why did I make that cargo so I can't get to it from inside? Oh, that's where the ice is supposed to go. Yeah, we could do... actually, I don't really... oh, yeah, I guess I could use this space right here and just put ice. I don't think you can't whitelist gases, I don't think. But you can... they either will pass through and you can't stop them, or they won't pass through and you can't allow them. I don't remember which one is the new one. Alright, meteors. Don't piss me off. Where are you? The meteors are fun to watch. I never used to play with them because I didn't like the ground getting all messed up. But it's fun to watch them now. Now that they don't break the ground. Alright, no meteors. Yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, it's not going to take much to try it, so let's try it. If anything, I could just put an O2 gen on this, within this grid here, and then it would just also grab some ice and use that to fuel this room, essentially. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. We can just take a half block dude. Let's see, what would be the best way to do it? Where, it's a test. Let's just put it in somewhere. All right. Well, the room is not airtight, so I guess that was a terrible test. But yeah, I think actually it makes sense to just put an O2 gen here inside of this building, and then that's it. That's fine. Then we just we could potentially pull ice. Now I just kind of want to know. So let's work on sealing up this room a little bit here, and then we can test. I could use up a ton of oxygen to test. We never figured out what this was going to look like here. We're going to seal that in somehow. Yeah, it's just a test, I guess. Because I don't have any ice at the moment. I've only got oxygen in tanks. So. Oh, we have filled up like every. Nah, actually, I don't. I take that back. I don't think we filled up everything. I always forget that it just pushes to this cargo. Could probably tell it that we don't need more stuff, but whatever. I think what I would do, because there's two spots right underneath that. It would fit perfectly right underneath that irrigation. Yeah, oh yeah, it probably would be good to have the... Ooh. Round tanks on top of it, and the other irrigation unit could have... You know what? Honestly, like, this whole room... Because here's what I was thinking. Underneath... Why can't I fly anymore? Right underneath this, there's nothing. And so a O2 gen could just sit under the floor here, none the wiser, right? We could do some O2 tanks on top, 2 of them, and then put a vent in the middle. That would work. And then we would just have a ton of oxygen in here. We would have plenty of O2. In case the room was ever vented, we would have plenty of O2 set up. I think that's probably the way to go with this. So, but I still want to know. Still want to know if we can seal off. So I need to seal it off either way. So, did I do anything when I walked over here? I don't think I did a single
Energy
thing.
low.
Other than my energy getting low. Yeah, we are going to have to go and get some silicon at some point. I should have a marker for some silicon. Those oxygen tanks, now that I think about it, they won't work the way I thought they would. But we could still do 1 tank. And then... Yeah, for some reason I was... Actually, wait. Am I confusing it with another... What am I confusing it with? Hydrogen? Hydrogen? I don't know which block I'm confusing it with. But, okay. For some reason I was thinking it had a port on, like, the side of it as well. So I could plop one of these right on top, put the O2 gen underneath, put a vent up on top of one of these. Yes, I will need. So we need to run at some point. We need to run pipe. So this is a self-contained conveyor system right here. We do need to run. We need to bypass it to go to the other end of the building, so that we can continue building this complex, and it can have the rest of it can have its own conveyor network. So I was going to run that underneath the building, and out the back here, so we could pop up anywhere into the floor. Like we could have one come up like right here. That's probably really, or we could have one in the wall, in the back wall here. You know, anything like that. So yeah, we'll eventually do that. One thing at a time, though. One thing at a time. But yeah, eventually this room, I would want this room specifically to be a little bit more self-sufficient, so that, like, even if we're out of ice and out of air everywhere else, this room could still refill itself. If we repaired it, it has its own oxygen store. But I would like to know if the vent, or if the sorter still would allow oxygen from outside to flow, because then we have two options. We could either do both, or yeah, it can flow from outside or inside. So yeah, so I think we'll put conveyor access over in the wall somewhere, maybe both walls. We'll see, like both sides or something like that. Could probably do, yeah, if we do more out here, we could cover up the outside of it. Yeah, so I'll probably just do conveyor access on both sides, because it's going to run, it's already on this side, and it'll just run under the floor there. Alright, let me get this wall done. And then we'll do some air tests. I am going to figure out what I want this shape to look like. It could just be... So I'm thinking it'll probably... Like, the next building doesn't have to look like this building. So we could just, like... You know, section it off like this. Like, that could just be the end of it. Yeah, that's, I mean, at least for now. If I think of a more interesting thing to do, we'll do it, but... oh, that's going to be really boring, though, isn't it? It's going to look like this. Yeah. Let's see. We could do... Instead of this... Okay. Ow. Alright, instead of that, we could say... is it this one? No, it's not. Oh, actually, that could work. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. We'll do that. Transition base. Goodbye, miner. Alright, then we could do these. Now that'll still seal up, and it'll look okay. And we could also make this one look like it matches up with that. Which should be that guy. Do I have to go ahead and do all of these? I don't feel like doing all these. Okay, I'm going back to how it was. That was you, right? Okay. Good. Now we're gonna have to start actually using these doors soon. Let me shut this the vent off until I'm ready to use it. Alright, now what did I just do in here? look weird from the inside? No, looks fine. Ooh, should I do... Would that look... No. That is not the one I'm looking for. Okay, cool. Just double checking. Okay. Theoretically, that should seal the room now. Ooh, a medical shuttle. Are you crashing by chance? Where are you? Probably not. That would be worth going to, probably. That doesn't look like. Alright, let's see. Are we... Yeah, there we go. Okay, stop. Yeah, okay, so that's good. So we can use the... In fact, I'm gonna tell you to depressurize again. There we go. Suck it in. Okay, block off, pressurize on. Okay, so that's good. So that means we can still do the... That means we can still do the thing we're going to do with the ice in here, and that'll be our primary source of air, but then we can also have backup air. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to have... let's see, I need some programmable blocks in here. Could you guys just walk to where the... turret can shoot you, please? Hey, come here. Thank you. Yum. Probably eat some food. Alright, so that's good news. Alright, let's take care of putting the O2 gen underneath. I should probably just bring the parts for it, huh? Alright, taking a drink of water, like and subscribe, all the good stuff. Alright. Okay. Let's see. We're going to go this side down just because it looks slightly more armored, even though we are going to cover over the bottom of this at some point. Yeah, so we're like where this conveyor is here before the sorter, that's where we're going to split off. Maybe not exactly from there, but maybe like from here we might split off and run. Actually, this is probably the most logical place to do it. Split off and run conveyor straight across. I'll probably end up changing this to armored conveyor.
Energy low.
And then, man, I gotta put a cryo chamber or a recharge station or something in there ASAP. But most likely that will be a job for next time. In fact, if that's the miner coming back... Oh, okay, that was weird. Something big spawn in or no? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. If that thing comes... we're going to need to get some ice. That's the main thing. We don't have any ice at the moment. But we can... I don't want... Let's see. I want to make sure I do this right. I don't want this oxygen tank to suck all the oxygen out of the ship, which it shouldn't do. And then, am I going to need anything else here? I don't think so. I think just this. Put some... Grab some steel plate. We'll do something with the other vent. What should we do at the other side of the vent? To make it look like it's supposed to be that way. You know, the other port on top of the irrigation system. No, it doesn't matter. I'm full anyway. Come back to it. Something to put right here. I think this wall being flat is going to be good, because I will put my... Oh, maybe I should have... Well, that one's not going to have windows, because it's probably just going to be a direct airlock. But I could put my farmhand screens up here. So, that'll be good. Alright, I need something to put, like, right here. I could just do, like, a... something like this, just to flatten it and cover that. Or we could do something else. Open to suggestions. But you are going to go there. Yes, I like this. And this is... There is actually enough room, probably, that I could do some automated farm harvesting at some point. Alright, what's another half-block thing I could put there? I don't want to put another light, like, facing up. What could we put to cover that? I wish you could search by, like, shape, you know? Like, that's not a good one. Unless I had it go, like, start here and then connect to the wall. That, you know, like here. That wouldn't make sense. Yeah, I guess 2 vents could work. One of those glass water 2 things fit in there. Glass. What are we talking about? Fish tank? I don't know what you're talking about, medium. I'm sorry. It's so late. I should go to bed. And I'm going to shortly. The hibernation water thing. No, what's it called? It's not the cryo, but it's like a cryo. This thing. The lab bat. That's what you're talking about. Put it like... I could either lay down or I could stand it up like this. And I will sleep. That would kind of tie me to the farm's oxygen. If I were to actually sleep in it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. What else might look good there? Refill station, but it's facing upward. Heat vent? We don't have a half heat vent. I could... Oh, you know what we could do? We could just, so that we don't waste too much time thinking about it. Oh, did I get rid of the... I did. We could just grab the... There's like... Things like this. And then they'll just cover up the... It'll look more interesting than a... It'll look more interesting than just like a slope. And it'll cover up the yellow thing. Were you thinking of one of the experiments? Like the lab experiment A? There's also the exhaust cap we could stick on there, and it would just look like stuff. This is going to be too big. Yeah. The food processor is on the ship. No, I was not planning to have a food processor in the room. Maybe in the next room. Not in this room. Where are we going to... Oh, you know what? We could, since we're going to do some more stuff on the outside here, we could put the programmable blocks in this wall, like right here. Use the automaton ones. And then we could use this wall if we need to attach a hinge for a small grid, some sort of... yeah, let's do that. The sorter would prevent... well, we would have to tie it in. So if we put like a conveyor access here, cargo access here, and it was piped to the normal conveyor line, not the isolated one, and then put like a hinge above it, and then the hinge had the whatever went and collected stuff, whether it was stationary or it moved or whatever, that would go down into the main cargo and get sucked onto the ship or wherever we eventually put cargo, wherever we decide to keep cargo. So I'm going to do this. Oh, is that going to look stupid with the window? That's thinner than I was expecting, than I was remembering. I guess I could just put it in the corner. It would completely cover up my gray. Disappointed. Disappointed. I guess maybe that's not a big deal. Maybe, because I want one to handle the doors for me, and I want one to handle the farmhand. And I guess it doesn't... They don't have to stay in this room forever. We could eventually have like a server room somewhere, and we could move them. So, I guess we'll just put them there for now. Alright. Sorted. Alright. Let's just do this. I have not named anything on this base yet. I'm going to need to do that at some point. This is Spider... No, Spider Valley is the other show. Did we name this building? No, we didn't. We need to name this base. There's also spiders here. That's why it confused me. We need to name this base. This is Titan. I mean, we could just call it Titan Base. Kind of boring. Anyway, I need to name a group to put in the farmhand script. If any of you saw, if anybody's seen any good tutorials about how farmhand works. Let's see, what should we call this base? Let's call it like, let's call it something that's like ironic or something. Like, let's call it like, No, I was thinking of something like Paradise Outlook or something like that. You know, something really. And this is not just for this greenhouse building, but like for the entire base complex, because they'll all be connected and they'll all kind of have the same prefix. Um, Titan, Orange, Dreamsicle, Creamsicle, involuntary Paradise. All right, I like that. That's what we're naming this place. I like that. Involuntary Paradise. Very good, Chad. I'm glad you could make it to the stream today. All right, that means I can actually prefix this to
Energy low.
Involuntary Paradise, programmable block, farmhand. And then I need my farms, all of my farms. We just need to put in a group, which I'm going to call Involuntary Paradise Farm. I guess it could just be farm. And as long as we're here, let's put... where's that vent at? Yes, here we go. You are going to be renamed to... get rid of fan, no one cares. The IP, air vent, farm, and then I need my irrigation systems. Oh my. Alright, so farm, and then irrigation, and where would the air vent be? It would be near the top. That's the programmable block. Air vent. That's it. Okay. Now, we need some LCDs. Let's just do... we could put them in the wall itself, or we can hang them on the wall. Let's just do hanging on the wall ones for now. And we'll just, put one there. Put one there. Why not? Put a half block, make that unit recess back into the wall some. Which unit? Are we talking about the programmable blocks? No, it wouldn't. Nah, I wouldn't be able to recess it half.
Energy critical.
Just want to get farming done. Oh, that unknown signal's coming down real close, too. Getting some power from the high winds. There we go. What was that noise? Did you hear that? Sounded like a clunk. Not like a clang, but like a clunk. Boy, that is coming down real close. I'm gonna wait till it hits the ground and then forget about it. Alright, what do I want to do here? So, we want to go... I'm gonna name this one... LCD Farm. This is going to be... I don't know, we'll call it crops. I don't know. I haven't 100% figured out my naming schemes for these things. Then where's my other LCD at? This one's going to be... Oh, copied the wrong thing. Ah, okay, fine. Starting over. Man, I can't type IP. Something I do daily. Okay, LCD panel, farm, crops, farm, LCD, copy, paste, except you're not going to be crops, you're going to be like farm, I don't know, status. It's fine. Okay, so on this one, going into custom data, you know, it would help if I went to the programmable block and actually loaded farmhand on it. Farmhand, I want the one from the cloud. Farmhand, there we go. Version. Nope, that is not. Did it? Wait a minute. Why would that? I was very confused. Held on now. Give me my local one. My local one up here? Oh. Why is the one from the cloud outdated? Did it not actually publish? Actually, I have no idea if it's outdated or not now. Anyway, they should be identical. I wonder if I didn't update the version number. That would be awkward. Anyway, this version should be identical to the version that's on the Steam Workshop, because I don't think I've touched it. All right, this one, actually both of them are going to get the group name IP Farm, I think. IP Farm. I'm going to copy that one and then put it down in here as well. All right, up, and we're already blinking because we have no water. So that's what we're going to have to deal with for a little bit. Yeah, okay. So, I got to get rid of this comma. Alright, I'll figure that out later. That'll be version 1.0.1 or something. Alright, on this one is going to be crop status. I think I do want it left aligned. Yield is good. Don't care about that. I don't want the irrigation on this one. Atmosphere, no. Plots, alerts, no. Graphical mode, no. We'll figure a different thing out for graphical mode later. That's good there. Then on this one, we're just going to change the title to farm status. Alerts true, farm plots false, irrigation true, solar we're not connected to, yield false. That's all good there. So that's just going to mostly be warnings for a bit until we get that figured out. There's a pirate scout drone flying around. You better not come and mess up my stuff. I need one more. I need one more LCD. One more LCD. That's this one, yeah? Put that one right there. Has my miner come back yet? I really need that guy to come back here so I could go to bed. I swear you better not run out of silicon for my bulletproof glass. Oh, I'm so close. So close. Here, you come here with all of your stone. Keep your stone and stop and fly to home position and don't spit anything out. Also, don't bother that pirate guy that's flying around. It really likes to turn the ejectors on me when I'm not looking, so. What do we got on board? Nice. Oh, we're going to have so much iron. Very heavy. We're taking it nice and... nice and easy. Okay. Was there any stone on there at all? There's just a little bit. Great. Stone. Okay, yeah, there was stone. Refinery. You're not going to have any room for stone, are you? Are you stealing my stone there? Oh yeah, got tons of stone. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay, make me my last bits so I can get out of here. Thank you. Alright. So, this one is going to be... what do I want to actually call this? Farm... I don't know, I'm just going to call it farm graphics. Good graphics. And then this is still IP farm. And the title is going to be... I don't know. Plots. Farm plots. That sounds good. And we're going to set graphical mode to true. Then we're going to wait for it to do that, and then make it match the colors of the rest. And this is where we find out if there are bugs. So, we are still blinking up there. I didn't really show most of this stuff off in the script because or in the tutorial, because there's so many additional things that this does, and it was too much to put in a short video. I just wanted to kind of give a... Oh, thank God, I thought that thing launched drones at me. Yeah, so this thing will, like, it'll mimic the same, whatever these things are doing, it'll also do that same thing up here. So this just means that there's nothing in there. So, anyway, now that this is all set up, next time we can get some air in here and actually plant some gosh darn crops. Chad, congrats on the hat. Well deserved. Well deserved. And now this thing is saying what we're actually tracking here. So we are... farm plot. Did I put the air vent in here? Oh, it's not on. That's why it's not showing up. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, is the door open? Door is open. Yeah, if I turn this on... Well, you won't see it now, because... Oh yeah, there we go. We're depressurized at 0%. So I'll turn that back off. Alright, folks, I'm heading to bed. Let's kill this spider. Where are you, spider? Yep. Too far. Too far. Oh, jeez. Sure. Sure. Yes. Please
low.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I will be back on
Energy
Sunday with Designated Survivors, and then next Thursday for more Titan. Let me get all my stuff, and then, yeah, then I will head out. So, yeah, thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you very much for those of you who watched the farmhand. You're still alive down there? You're hiding? That's fine. The farmhand tutorial. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much, members. And I'm heading to bed, and I will see you all next time. Take care.